If you've been scrolling through endless lists of massage chairs, watching video after video of people lounging in plush recliners, and still can't decide which one actually lives up to the hype, you're not alone. The market is saturated with promises of spa-level relief and zero-gravity magic, but the risk of spending a small fortune on something that barely moves the rollers when you finally sit down is real. That's why today I'm breaking down the Human Touch ZeroG 5.0, a chair that positions itself as a premium, at-home solution for stress relief and recovery. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, let's talk about the concept of zero gravity. The idea, borrowed from NASA, is that by reclining your body into a near horizontal position you eliminate the pressure on your spine and improve circulation. In theory, that should make any massage more effective because the muscles are already in a relaxed state. The ZeroG 5.0 actually tilts you back to that angle, and the chair's 3D rollers are designed to glide along your back, hips, and thighs in 3 dimensions: forward back, side side, and up down. That combination is where the premium claim comes from. Now, who would actually benefit from this setup? If you're someone who spends most of your day at a desk, dealing with tight upper back knots, or if you're an athlete who needs a regular recovery routine without booking weekly spa appointments, the ZeroG 5.0 could be a solid home replacement. I've spoken with a few people who run marathons and say they use a similar chair after long runs to ease muscle fatigue. The zero-gravity position helps them keep the spine aligned, which can reduce post-run soreness. Likewise, office workers who suffer from chronic tension often report that the ability to recline fully and have the rollers target both the lumbar and cervical regions makes a noticeable difference in daily comfort. On the flip side, if you're just looking for a brief foot massage after a shower or you don't have the space for a bulky piece of furniture, this chair might feel like overkill. The ZeroG 5.0 is a full-size recliner, roughly the size of a standard sofa, so you'll need a dedicated corner in your living room or bedroom. For renters or people with smaller apartments, that footprint could be a deal-breaker. Also, the chair isn't cheap, and the average rating on Amazon sits at 3.3 out of 5 from 28 reviewers, a middling score that signals a mix of happy and disappointed owners. Let's get into the practical strengths. One of the most talked about aspects of any high-end massage chair is how long the comfort lasts. In the ZeroG 5.0, the padding is layered with memory foam-like material that conforms to your body shape. Users who have tried it for a couple of weeks say the cushioning doesn't flatten after repeated sessions, which is a common complaint with cheaper models that feel rock-hard after a few uses. The 3D rollers also give you a more nuanced experience compared to a simple up and down motion. For example, when you select a deep tissue program, the rollers not only press into the muscle but also rotate slightly, mimicking the hands of a therapist who would adjust their angle to target specific knots. In real life, that translates to a more thorough feeling of release around the shoulder blades and lower back. Noise is another everyday concern. You don't want a chair that sounds like a lawnmower every time you lean back for a quick session. The ZeroG 5.0 runs on a fairly quiet motor. The whir you hear is barely audible from across the room, which makes it suitable for a home office or even a bedroom while a partner is sleeping. I've heard people mention that they can have a Zoom call with the chair on in the background without anyone noticing. Control simplicity matters too. The chair uses a remote with a touchscreen that walks you through the program selection, intensity adjustments, and positioning. There's no need to memorize a sequence of button presses. You just swipe left or right to change the massage type. For people who aren't tech-savvy, that straightforward interface reduces the learning curve and eliminates the frustration of fiddling with cryptic menus. Now for the practical weaknesses. The biggest gripe I've heard from owners is the intensity range. While the 3D rollers can reach a decent depth, they're still limited by the size of the motor. If you're accustomed to a professional therapist who can apply a very firm pressure, you might find the chair's deep setting less aggressive than expected. Some users with larger body types also reported that the rollers don't fully reach the outer edges of their shoulders, leaving a thin band of muscle untouched. That's a design limitation you can't fix with software. Another point to consider is the maintenance of the upholstery. The chair comes in a bone-colored fabric that looks elegant, but it can show wear or stains more readily than darker options. If you have pets that like to jump onto furniture, you'll need to be cautious. The manufacturer does provide a removable cover, but